The second day of the winter session of Parliament marred by protests by opposition parties, but the government answered a slew of questions posed by lawmakers, ranging from GST demands to bad loans to whether government employees are going to be working 70 hours a week. Sapna is here with a roundup of all the answers in Parliament. Sapna.
Well, first of all, importantly, the Finance Minister did share the GST fake registration numbers. So basically, the special drive that was undertaken by the central government way back in this calendar year, around 22,000 fake GST registrations have been detected, and around 24,000 crores worth of GST tax evasion has also come up. But on this front, the Finance Minister did caution her own officers. She has said that, whatever countermeasures are being used by officials to basically take care of these kind of frauds, that should not be heavy-handed. They should always keep the interest of the honest taxpayer in mind, and hence, countermeasures like blocking tax credits or attaching, or provisionally attaching property or summoning people, that should be done very carefully. So that's an important message that goes out, not just to the officials but also to the Parliament. Last but not the least, to basically take this forward, the government is trying a pilot project in Gujarat, in Puducherry, and now in Andhra Pradesh, wherein they're doing Aadhaar, biometric Aadhaar identification. This is meant for basically those applicants which are supposed to be high risk as per the government officials. So that's something that may take care of, or rather avoid the usage of such kind of, strong countermeasures to detect frauds. That's one. Second, also in terms of the banking sector, questions have been raised that the government has done so much, but the number of NPA accounts has not come down. So here the FMS shared some, interesting data. So basically the number of NPA accounts is down by over 6%. Y on Y, of course, it's slightly backdated, FY23 versus FY22, but nevertheless significant. And very importantly, the slippage ratio has fallen by almost 1%. This is important because this indicates that the fresh NPA levels have actually come down. So the pace of growth of fresh NPAs has come down, which is very good. That's how the bottom lines of banks have improved a lot. Of course, moving on from here, the Finance was asked about this 5-day working week for banks. So, government has said that yes, they have received the IBA proposal for a 5-day working week, which basically means all Saturdays should be bank holidays. But the government has also added that, earlier also under the Negotiable Instruments Act, they had agreed to keep the second and the fourth Saturday as a public holiday. So no indication as to whether there will be a 5-day working week for banks yet. Last but not the least, in terms of questions being asked to the Labour Minister in terms of the 70-hour work week suggestion, or rather advice that has come in from Infosys founders, here the government has been very categorical that there is no such proposal under their consideration.
All right, Sapna, appreciate you joining us. So status quo there as far as working Saturdays are concerned, and no 70-hour work week under consideration as per the government. Up next on India Business Hour.